Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Unpopular Opinions. Me, Randy Prizzle. I know I don't usually do this intro, I usually do the walking thing, but obviously, man's legs doing the hurting thing, and obviously, there's a lot of noise outside. So I said, hey, let's just sit down and let's still just do this with a sit down motion and all of that. But you know what we're here for is to react to other people's opinions that are unpopular and generally give my opinion on their unpopular opinions. Let's get into it. Don't want to do a lot of yapping. We come to the first one. Being broke before getting rich is the only way to truly appreciate wealth. I agree with that. I do agree that once you're broke and you make your way to being rich, that's good signs that certain things you can appreciate a lot more. You can really appreciate your wealth a lot more. You're coming up and everything like that. Or once you've been a sport brat, you've probably been one of those kids who probably just had money come to them and you haven't really had to earn your way. I don't think you really appreciate that money as much. It probably doesn't hit the same way as probably when you haven't earned that money and haven't really worked your way to earning that money. So, you know what I mean? You're just using like the tin, you're just a sponge really. You're just clambering on to whatever people have given you and you're trying to run with it. So it is what it is. You're gonna run to it because it's the money in that. But I do feel like where you will truly appreciate the art of money when you work your way up to it. I've been working my way back to you, babe, with a burning love inside. But yes, we'll move on to the next one. Most people are actually excellent drivers. What is this person on? Really? People are actually excellent drivers? No, they're not. I've seen some really terrible drivers outside there. They don't know how to drive, some of them. Even some of them, when they're parking incorrectly. So I don't believe that there are people out there that are actually excellent drivers. Some people are really bad, and I don't know how they even pass their driving test. Because some of them, when they're trying to turn, they're doing a madness. When they're even on the road, they're having some road rage. They're going out of control. You know what I mean? Like the 50 Cent song. You know, God, what it takes to make the club go out of control. They're doing it on the roads. It's going mad. Do you know what I mean? These people just don't know how to keep their coolness, composure, and calmness while they're on the road. And they're just driving reckless as well. Do you know what I mean? Reckless behavior, you know? So they could say, hey, well, no. But some of these people, they're just bad. I don't agree with that unpopular opinion. So we'll move on to the next one. People who whine about modern art have no clue what they're talking about. No, listen. I think putting a flipping switch on a wall is absolutely a terrible idea. That doesn't count as art to me. I think that's just your attention seeking at its finest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I agree with like when you're doing graffiti art and stuff like that. That for me is actual art. Do you know what I mean? When you're actually putting some pen, paper, pencil, crayons, whatever to canvas, burning matchsticks or whatever you're doing, that's creative. But when you're trying to put a switch on a wall or something along them lines, I cannot agree with that being art. And I find modern art where people are just talking about paintings and trying to discuss them or what the artist meant, I find that to be boring. I don't really care what you're yapping about. I have no real interest in what you're yapping about. I do think that modern art, obviously in terms of the old school painting, cool, it's nice to look at for a while, but after a while it's boring. What's more there to really engage with or get to really feel about that picture? For me, I don't want to hear it. And that's it, guys. That's my unpopular opinions for this episode. Well, they're unpopular opinions and it's me reacting to it. So till next episode, guys, I'll react later on and give my opinions later on. I usually would walk off, but I can't, so yeah, cut it.